Oh, there you go. Tanek. Tanek 1 2. Oh, I know. Actually, Tanek is a streamer. I watches this shit. Yeah. Yeah, the guy Tanek, he a streamer. He streams this. He was loving this game, and then he said how the developers are fucking us and shit.
So special shout out to Kingdom of the Celestial Gods Pantheon and the Supreme Empire Pantheon on the Skyforge PlayStation 4 for helping me out taking out the 5-man version of Machiaven's Avatar, the dungeon, which is the run you guys are going to see here. But gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another Skyforge PlayStation 4 video. Now I know I've been, Mr. Negative, Mr. Down talk Skyforge and stuff like that, but as you guys can see, judging by this video, I still do play the game. I'm trying to to love this game. Like I've said 1,000 times, I don't want to give up on this game, but judging by my experience here and why I had to go about doing this and reaching out for help with this specific dungeon and everything here brings me to the topic of today's video. So as a newer Skyforge player, last night I actually tried queuing up for this dungeon via the group finder, duty finder, whatever you like to call it. I purposely used the help emote 1,000 times at the beginning of the dungeon to try and indicate that, hey, I'm new to this dungeon, I don't know the mechanics, etc., etc., etc. Nobody had mics on or anything, so it was just a rough time overall. We went fine all the way through the dungeon, the first stage of Machiaven, the second stage, the third stage, until we got to the final boss. There were no deaths, our DPS was on point, but once we got to the final boss, the really difficult one, that's when things started going downhill. And of course, I had no way of communicating with these guys to tell them I was new, so unfortunately, being the new guy and the most unperforming player in there, I was actually kicked from the dungeon. And today these guys actually reached out to me when I used the Skyforge PS4 Discord, helped me out, hooked me up, got me through this, and they actually ended up which I personally, you guys know me, I despise carries. I can't stand being carried. I can't stand carrying other players. It's because I believe it should all be based on skill. But for the the last part of the final battle, they actually ended up carrying me because I died. So, and, they couldn't, there was too much stuff going on for them to, to get me up and things like that. So, special shout out to them once again for, for all the help and everything. But I know, this intro is, taking a bit, we're not even getting on to the topic of the video. So, the point of this video is why I want to stress, why text chat is so important. And the reason I want to stress this is because, a lot of people are using this, hey, there's voice chat. There's so many Skyforge communities. The community manager himself loves pushing the fact that the Discord's there, the Twitter community is big, yada yada yada, etc., etc., etc. Now I'm just going to tell you guys, when it comes to these these excuses, they're all fine, they're all dandy, they're all little helpful things. But in all honesty, no, these aren't going to cut it. Making posts on the Skyforge Twitter, saying, hey, put your PSN ID down here and make groups. That's not going to cut it. Even though I have the biggest Skyforge PlayStation community on PSN, it's not going to cut it. Even the Skyforge PS4 Discord isn't going to cut it. This little 5-man group I composed of here, it actually took me nearly an hour to find one person, and luckily this one person just happened to know 3 other people, sorry, that needed the same thing, or at least were willing to help out. Because a lot of these guys I'm running with here in this, they have this done already. They're at 500k plus. Me personally, I'm only 150k. They have like max gear and everything. They're pretty much bored, just waiting around for the next invasion and Generation 2 gear to to come out, so they can start doing their stuff. So they really just had nothing to do. Said sure, we'll help you out. But the thing is, and the main reason we need text chat, and I'm just going to straight up say this, is because it's the best way to LFG in an MMO. And if you don't know what LFG means, it means looking for group. LFG is a short quote that we post in text chats and things saying that we're looking for a group, or you're looking for a member. LFG, LFM, LFP, looking for players. There's all people say all kinds of different ones. But the reason I say a lot of these other things aren't gonna cut it, because it takes a while to find people. Now, when you're LFGing, it's always going take some time to find a group. That's with anything you use. Even with text chat, it's going to take some time. But the fact of the matter is, on our console, we have to use third party apps, other types of things and stuff like that. Like, say I'm in the middle of a stream and I'm streaming from my console. I'm not using my Elgato and stuff like that. I have to pause my stream to privately message people, or check my PlayStation community, or check the Discord every 5 seconds, to see if anyone's replying to my looking for group notification and stuff like that. It's so much of a hassle when you can simply just input the feature in the game, and you won't have to worry about it. It's been done on nearly every MMO on PlayStation. Onigiri, which is probably the lowest quality MMO on console right now, no offense to them, has text chat with keyboard support on console. And this game is optimized horribly. If Onigiri has it, to my honest opinion, no other developer has an excuse. But text chat is good for LFGing. It's also a good ways of communication. Now, when I first played with these guys that I played for with the night before that had kicked me, they could have explained, if they didn't feel like speaking to me, they also could have explained the mechanics to me through text chat, instead of having to go to their XMB, look for my PlayStation profile, send me a long lecturing message, which they didn't do. But they would have had an easier way to reach out to me, and I would have had an easier way to reach out to them, to explain to them that I was new. But thanks to this limitation and stuff like that in the game, I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to to tell them I wasn't new. They weren't able to tell me what I was doing wrong. They just saw a new guy, didn't know what he was doing. They had no way to communicate with him. I was the main reason we were losing, so they had to kick me. And I'm not even mad that they kicked me. I'm mad for the simple fact that we had no real way to communicate. Now, you can use, there's another fighting excuse people can use. But every PlayStation 4 comes with that little dingy microphone that breaks easily, that you lose, that's a piece of crap. That's the reason it comes free with the PS4. It's a temporary usage until you can buy something of decent quality. Like, trust me, I know that thing's horrible. I used to record videos with that microphone, and my voice sounded like complete shit. But the thing I'm trying to stress here, to the developers, to the community manager, to whoever decides to watch this video, Skyforge PS4 really needs text chat. Not only will it benefit the gameplay, it'll benefit us as a community. It'll help us be able to communicate more. It'll help us make progress better in the game. This will be and I believe they're launching an event that has to deal with the world boss or something like that, clearing him by the end of June. Now, once again, we're fighting a world boss that's in one of the open world areas. Unless we can party up with every person that's fighting that world boss, which we can't because the party limit in Skyforge is 10 people. We have no way to communicate with those players around us that are also fighting against that world boss that don't know the mechanics and stuff like that. Now, granted, the world boss isn't really difficult, so I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, well, who cares? Just DPS the damn thing down till it's dead. But I'm just speaking from a new player standpoint. Text chat is a good way to to communicate, help other players learn You know, just make the gameplay experience a lot more enjoyable. For the people who prefer voice chat, that's absolutely fine. Voice chat is a necessary thing, especially if you know hardcore rating and stuff like that. You better believe when I'm playing Final Fantasy 14 and it's time for savage runs, extreme primals, etc. You're damn right I'll be in Discord, using a party chat, communicate mechanics with the other team. But for light things that don't need to be voice chatted and have to go through that extra process, text chat definitely helps. That's my point. But anyway, guys, if this video helped you guys agree with my point in this video, or you want to share your thoughts, I'll be forwarding this video to the community manager and developers as well. Be sure to smash that thumbs up button for me, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care.